Bonjour. Bienvenue à la classe de français. This is the vocabulary for les salutations from Unité 1, Leçon 1. First, we're going to take a look at some greetings. Bonjour. Bonjour. Bonjour is just a simple hello. If you broke down the word into two parts, bonjour literally means good day. Bonsoir. Bonsoir. If you broke down that word, that literally means good evening. Good evening. So you use bonjour during the day, you use bonsoir in the evening. Salut. Salut. Salut is a simple hi. And then bienvenue. Bienvenue means welcome. Bonjour, monsieur. Bonjour, madame. So you can see here, we're now using a word, monsieur, which means sir, and madame, which means ma'am. Bonjour, monsieur. Bonjour, mademoiselle. So here, again, monsieur stays the same depending, there's no difference between for how old the man is, but mademoiselle is used for a younger woman. This would be like the equivalent of miss. When we're using these words and we're writing them out, when we say monsieur, like Mr., we abbreviate that M period. So this would be Monsieur Roland. When we abbreviate madame, we use MME with no period, so Madame Martin. And when we when we abbreviate mademoiselle, we use MLLE. So this would be Mademoiselle Buisson. Now we're going to talk about how you ask someone how they are. There's several different ways to do this in French. We're going to look at 3 of them right here. Ça va? Ça va? Comment ça va? Comment ça va? And comment vas-tu? Comment vas-tu? So again, those translate as how are you? Literally translated, they would be more like how is it going? And these are all the informal ways that we are going to use it. We're going to talk in French a lot about formal versus informal, and these 3 are the informal ways. Here is a more formal way to ask somebody how they're doing. Comment allez-vous? Comment allez-vous? So here you see we put a picture of a teacher because that's a bit more formal. Or if you're talking to an entire group of people, you have to use what we call the formal or plural. Don't worry too much about that right now. All right, when you want to answer someone when they've asked how are you, you can simply respond with ça va, right? Or you could say ça va très bien. Ça va très bien. Or you could say ça va bien. Or just a simple oui, ça va. Instead of saying ça va, you could put je vais in front of it. Je vais très bien. Je vais bien. And then je vais would not necessarily work in front of oui, ça va. So these are all the really positive. Things are going really well. Things are going well, or things are just going. Things are fine. If things are just okay, you could respond with comme ci, comme ça. Comme ci, comme ça. Or plus ou moins. Plus ou moins. So both of these kind of equate to, it's so-so. Just again, ça va. Or pas mal. Pas mal, not bad. And if things are not going well at all, you might say pas très bien. Not very well. Pas très bien. Ça va pas très bien. Or ça va mal. Right? Ça va mal. Or ça va très mal. Ça va très mal. So this gets worse and worse. Again, you can start with ça va or with je vais. So here's a little conversation. Salut, tu vas bien? Tu vas bien? Again, another way to ask how something is going. Salut. Oui, ça va. Quoi de neuf? Quoi de neuf? Quoi de neuf means like, what's new? Pas grand-chose. Pas grand-chose. We would say not much. So again, salut, tu vas bien? Salut. Oui, ça va. Quoi de neuf? Pas grand-chose. All right, now we're going to get into asking somebody's name. What is your name is comment tu t'appelles? Comment tu t'appelles? Now, if you ask someone else, they might say, oh, I learned it a different way. I learned tu t'appelles comment? Tu t'appelles comment? Okay, and again, or they might also say, comment t'appelles-tu? In fact, you can take these three words and rearrange them and always have the same question. So, for simplicity's sake, we're just showing you comment tu t'appelles, but you might hear it comment t'appelles-tu or tu t'appelles comment. All the same question. What is your name? And the response is je m'appelle, je m'appelle. Now, if we literally translated this, it means how do you call yourself? And this response is I call myself and then your name. But again, this is how the French ask what is your name? Comment tu t'appelles? Je m'appelle. All right. Comment elle s'appelle? Comment elle s'appelle? What is her name? Elle s'appelle, and then you say the name. Comment il s'appelle? Comment il s'appelle? What is his name? Il s'appelle, and then his name. So this is for female and this is for male. Okay, when we're going to say goodbye to someone, we can simply say salut. Now we saw this at the beginning. Salut can be hi or bye. A bit more specific, au revoir, right? Goodbye. And then we have some other things we might say. We might say à bientôt. À bientôt, that means see you soon. Or à plus tard, which is see you later. Or à demain, see you tomorrow. Or à la prochaine, which is essentially see you next time. And then finally, adieu. Adieu means farewell. That's a goodbye that you might say to someone who you're not going to see for a very long time. Uh-oh. Okay, some other things you might say when leaving someone is bonne journée. Bonne journée. This means have a good day. It looks like bonjour. You can see the root word there, bonjour, but bonne journée is have a good day. Bon après-midi. Bon après-midi. Have a good afternoon. Bonne soirée. Bonne soirée. Have a good evening. And bonne nuit. Bonne nuit is good night. Good night. Again, you would use all of these in saying goodbye to someone. A few extra vocabulary words. When you meet someone and you want to say nice to meet you, the French would say enchanté. Enchanté, which kind of looks like the word enchanted, which just seems so nice. Basic, oui et non. Oui et non. So oui, yes, non for no. And then instead of asking a question over again, like if someone says, ça va, and you say, oui, ça va, and then you want to ask them, how are you? Instead of saying the question again, you can just simply say, et toi? And you? So I might say, comment tu t'appelles? And you would respond with, je m'appelle Marie. Et toi? And then I could respond with, je m'appelle Louise. And then the more formal way to say and you is et vous. Et vous. If you want to say please, we have s'il vous plaît, or the informal way, s'il te plaît. So you might use that with your parent, but this with your teacher. Merci, that's thank you. De rien, you're welcome. Sort of like, it's nothing, no big deal. Je t'en prie. Again, you're welcome, or je vous en prie. Okay, so we have reached the end of the vocabulary. Again, all of this vocabulary can be found in your resource guide, which is posted in Schoology. But again, I wanted you to hear some of the pronunciations. So feel free to go back and listen to it again and maybe do some repeating after I say it. Okay, au revoir, à bientôt.